Hi, I'm Janine Kakmar at the Palos Heights Library here. We are with our special event tonight with Kendall Coyne, Olympic medalist, hockey player, and now an author. So, Kendall, thank you so much. You've got your new book out, As Fast as Her. The subtitle is Dream Big, Break Barriers, and Achieve Success. So, first of all, thank you, Kendall, so much for being with us today and taking a few minutes to talk. You're still very early in your hockey career. I'm going to say, I don't know. But to borrow from the book title, you've dreamed big, you've broken barriers, you've achieved success. What was the motivating force behind writing your book here?
Well, I think I've had a lot of mentors. I've had a lot of role models throughout my career that have helped me get to where I am today. And I think of the inspiration so many of those people have provided me. And throughout the previous Olympic experiences that I've had, I've been able to be in front of a lot of kids and see the source of inspiration I may be to them and encourage them to follow their dreams just as I did mine. And while I can only be at one place at one time, my goal to write this book was hoping that it could inspire many people at many different times and be all over the world. And so I always had a goal to write a book. I didn't really know what it was going to take, but at the same time, I didn't know when I got on my first pair of hockey skates that it would change my life forever. So writing a book was a similar process, and I'm excited to be here in Palos Heights at the library, and obviously this is my home, so I'm super excited.
We're so excited to see you back here. Your book described a lot about you using grit and determination to break those different barriers and to achieve the tremendous things you've done against tremendous odds against you growing up. And how did you develop that grit and determination, or what were factors you think that developed that?
Well, I think it was really important to me to show that throughout the book, because so oftentimes people see people who have success and think it was an easy path or it was a clean road and there weren't obstacles or barriers along the way. And there were a lot of obstacles throughout my story, so it was really important throughout the book that I shared those stories, because I know that there's a lot of people going through some of the same obstacles and challenges that I experienced, that I wrote about. And so when it comes to the grit and the determination, I think those were two character traits that I had to have to get to where I am today. And whether it's the people who read this book are trying to chase something in hockey or outside of hockey, I think those are two traits that are needed to achieve success.
Yeah. I mean, even the one part of your story when you talk about the answering machine, had the coach who say, "Hey, Kendall, we are ready for you. Bring." And you said his cup and his what was it? Mitt. And I'm like, and that was the first time that you were like, wait a minute, he thinks I'm a boy? I mean, I can't imagine the things that you've had to, how many times you were faced with that reality of, being who you are, and now you're going against the grain of everything. How did you work with that?
Well, I think that's a message that's portrayed throughout the book. It's my love and my passion for what I do. And if I didn't love the game of hockey, if I didn't love baseball, if I didn't love what I did every day, especially as a kid, I don't think I would be where I am today. My parents never said, "Kendall, wake up, we have to go to hockey," or "Wake up, it's time for baseball." I'm waking up, "We have to go to hockey, it's time to go to hockey." So I loved it so deeply. I was supported by those around me, and for those that didn't support me in the things that I loved, I didn't lean on those people. I felt it, and I was like, well, I'm going to lean on those who really support me. And even if it was a smaller group, that's okay, because I'd rather have, a few really, really good friends than a lot of average friends. And, again, going back to those mentors, those coaches that really believed in me, that didn't see me as the only girl on the team or a girl playing sports that were deemed boys to them. They saw me as another human, another player, and a person who could help our team achieve success. So, I think ultimately I loved what I did, and I had to shut out the naysayers, time and time again, but I did that by leaning on those who supported me most.
You talk about, in your bio, you identify with Cammie Granato and Billie Jean King as your role models. What about them inspired you?
Well, the path that they have paved for me to be in this seat today. Going back to Cammie when I was 7 years old and I met her at her hockey camp. If I didn't see her, I don't know if I got to a point where maybe those naysayers did get the most of me. And I was like, well, I don't really see any other girls playing hockey, so maybe these people are right. And then I saw her at such a pivotal time in my life, and I saw her and I was like, yeah, see, girls do play hockey. And I was at a hockey camp with over 100 girls that also played hockey, and I was like, they do exist. Like, they're here. And I also realized, like, girls, go to the Olympics. Okay, like, I wanted to play for the Blackhawks, and then at that point I was like, I want to play for Team USA, and I mean, it's pretty special. I'm sitting in front of you today with, like, I did it, but all it took was that one moment of just seeing her and then knowing I could become her. And then, I mean, Billie Jean King, you want to talk about the champion of equality and the person who's really paved the way for so many in society. I mean, that's her. And I don't think I'm going to Northeastern University, playing college hockey, getting a scholarship, doing so. And I mean, we're on the heels of the 50th anniversary of Title IX. I mean, you think of all Billie Jean King has accomplished, and I'm honored that she was willing to do the foreword for my book, to say the least. And so, I mean, those are two role models that I'm very honored to have in my life.
Yeah. She speaks so highly of you and in her foreword with you. Watching you compete in the Olympics, and for anybody who looks at your career, I imagine you're going to be a role model for many people. So what is it that you hope to inspire in other people?
I hope I can show them that they can accomplish whatever they set their mind to. I think the first line of the book was, I wasn't born to play hockey. Like, my parents didn't play hockey. The rink in the town opened up when I was born, and my dad stumbled upon the rink, and I don't know if he regrets the decision or not. 4 of us playing, but it's just with the love I had for the game, the passion I had for the game, my work ethic, and a combination of other things just shows you really can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I always think of, what if I put my energy and my passion like into something else? Would I be as successful? And I think the answer is yes. And I say that because I think I see that in everybody. And if you have what it takes and you're passionate about it, you care, you make mistakes along the way, you learn from those mistakes, you fail, you fall, you get back up, and you continue on. I think we all have the ability to accomplish whatever it is we set our mind to. And I think that talks about it in the book as well.
Yeah, you mentioned falling a lot, and at the beginning, when you started out, you fell a lot, but you always got back up. Yeah. And as someone who's competed at such a high level all over the world, international, national stage, how was it for you going from a small Midwestern town such as Palos Heights to competing on the big global stages?
Well, everything I needed to be prepared for those big moments is right here at home in Palos Heights, and obviously I still always I travel the world, but this is home. I always come back to home, and home here in Palos Heights has always been so supportive of everything that I've accomplished, and I've had so many people reach out, all the signs and the balloons, and I mean the book signing today, and I'm so proud to come from Palos Heights, and I think again it goes back to what I was saying about you can really accomplish anything you set your mind to. There was no secret recipe. There was no handbook. It was just love, passion, drive, commitment, dedication, sacrifice, especially from my parents. Being outside, rollerblading. I know there's a very exciting park coming up soon in Palos Heights that I'm really, really excited about, and it's running around playing at the park. That was my childhood. That's how it started. There was nothing secret about it. It was just doing what I love and working hard towards the goal that I had, and that was to compete for Team USA, play in the Olympic Games, and win a gold medal.
Yeah, amazing. And speaking of that, what you have displayed here is amazing. To start from the backyard or whatever you're doing with your dad and your brothers, and then for you to end up on the stage like that it's a great testament to what you got. So we're ready for the lightning round.
Sure.
Okay, so if you could change one rule in hockey, what would you change?
If I could change one rule in hockey, it would be that there's hitting for everybody.
What does that mean?
Well, in the women's game, it's non-check, so I would change that.
All right. Best athletic non-spotlight moment?
I would say the 3 residency periods that I've been a part of, so the 2022 Olympics, 2018 Olympics, and 2014 Olympics, we trained for 6 months as a team leading up into those games. And I didn't realize what it took to become an Olympian, and then my first experience, I realized real quickly how hard it is, and so to be able to go through that process 3 times is challenging. It's hard, and I don't think people understand the day in and the day out grind, and so that was something that's really hard, and I'm proud to have gone through.
Sure. Best career moment?
Winning a gold medal.
No doubt. All right, so now we want you to rank these next topics in order, okay, from amazing to super amazing. Okay, so we have winning the Olympic gold and silver medals, winning the Patty Kazmir Memorial Award in 2016, competing in the fastest skater competition in 2019, the All-Star Weekend in AHL, 4 years at Sandberg, and marrying Mike Schofield. What order?
So does the Mike Schofield and the Sandberg, are they one or are they two?
No, those are two.
Those are two, okay. Marrying my husband, Michael, would be
good answer.
one. I think 2 would have to be winning the Olympic gold and silver medals. I think 3 would be competing in the fastest skater competition.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
4 would be winning the Patty Kazmir Memorial Award. It's an individual award, but without your teammates, it's not possible. So, because it's an individual award, that's the only reason why it's a little bit. It's fourth of all of those, and then my 4 years at Sandberg would be fifth, just because it was a stepping stone in my journey. It's not fifth because it's my least favorite. It's just you happen to pick 5 great, amazing moments in my life.
Right. So, barriers. Final question. What barriers or barrier are you working on next to bring down or?
Yeah, I really want young girls to grow up with the same dream as young boys, where they can make a living playing professional hockey, because right now a young girl can't grow up and do that. Young boys can grow up and aspire to be in the NHL and other professional leagues around the world and be compensated as professional athletes and have that be their sole job. Right now, for women, if they want to play hockey professionally, it's a daunting task that requires them to have a full-time job and other resources to support those endeavors. So I want young girls and young boys to grow up with the same dream when it comes to being a professional hockey player.
Excellent. All right. Well, Kendall, thanks for taking the time to have a chat with us here at PHTV Channel 4 and at the library. Thank you for doing this event, and good luck in breaking down barriers and achieving those dreams. I'm Janine Kagmar with the Palos Heights Library and PHTV Channel 4. Thank you for joining us.